like water.
Professionality marks you guys as being a different kind of firm.
Stood up in a way that portrays the unique selling proposition of the house.
Welcome to the latest Chit Chat Session. I'm Gary Jonas Lim, your host for today, and with me we have Mr. and Mrs Chiang, one of our clients from PropertyLimBrothers, as well as Eunice and Melvin, who were in charge of their sale. Alright, so Mr. and Mrs Chiang, maybe you could tell us a little bit more about yourself and your family.
Hi, my name is Edison. I'm a family of 7, including my helper. I used to stay at Simon Walk and we moved to this bigger house because my kids, they have needs for more space.
Yeah. And I think for the old folks, a lift would be very helpful. Yeah, because my in-laws are getting old. So seeing them climb the stairs is a little bit, painful for me, looking at how they struggle. Yeah.
Maybe we can go back a little bit to the Simon Walk house that you all had. Tell us more about the house.
Simon Walk is comparatively smaller than this house, but it's still a nice place to stay in. That house is also a 3-story house. The design concept for that house was more of an oriental. So when we move over to this house, because of a lot of old furniture that we have retained, this house, as you can notice, is also in the oriental style.
Actually, our old house is our first landed actually. We upgraded from a condominium. That is because we wanted our parents, my in-laws, to move in with us. So that's where we were contemplating, because condo definitely is too small to have old folks with us. We were sourcing around, looking for good deals. I think my husband did a great job. He did lots of research, and when there's a good deal, he just go in. So for Simon Walk, we can do a lot of things ourselves, DIY. Even the wall, if you can recall the wall, he painted himself. He has an interest in decoration, so that's where he started. He's partnering with his partner.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of partner, what is it that you do?
Actually, I'm in the profession. I do own an ID company.
Oh, okay.
So if you notice, a lot of the decoration in this house is usually done by my company. If you can see the green wall over there, this is actually a very good playground for me to try out new techniques, design ideas and concepts.
How did you all get in touch with PropertyLimBrothers?
Prior to engaging PLB's services, we actually engaged a few agents. The experience with those agents wasn't quite pleasant. So that was a tipping point. I decided to switch to PLB because I'm a big fan of PLB. I always watch PLB videos on YouTube.
That I can vouch every night without miss.
So to me, it's like a Hong Kong serial that I have to watch every night. Every night I have to watch it without fail. So after that incident, I decided, okay, that's it. No more other agents. I'll go for PLB.
And maybe Eunice, you can share with us, how was it when they first contacted you, your assessment of the place?
So I think Mr. Chiang contacted Melvin. Then that's where we actually met up with Mr. Chiang at his place to actually have an overview of the place. I think with Melvin. I thought that the house was really very nicely done. But I think to probably neutralize the house, right, what we did was also to actually advise Mr. Chiang and Mrs. Chiang to actually bring in some staging items more to the house because the house actually has a value and also a unique character to it.
I think one thing we also realized is that we wanted to tell that in the home tour that actually most of the theme of the home is due to the selection of furniture. Yeah, so once you change the furniture, actually the theme will change. Yeah, so we wanted to infuse that flexibility for all this.
Yes, you're right. Actually, in fact, a lot of viewers, even ourselves, we are guilty of that. When we go and view houses, we take that decoration into consideration without, remembering that we can actually tear down everything and do whatever we want. But of course, that involves a lot of cost. So I think maybe for some people, cost is that's why the decoration is an important factor.
Right, right, and the choice of the furniture. The furniture are movable, so you can change it.
How was the video done? Was the treasure still there?
Yeah, I think I would think that probably 80 to 70% are all there. It's just like some of the items that's blocking probably the staircase area or the living area. We just move to storage.
My favorite one is the gong.
The gong.
The
gong still have it. Right?
Yeah, later I need to gong one more time.
So how was the filming like? Was it okay for you? Was it fun?
Actually, for me and my wife, we have absolute trust in PLB. So we just say, okay, you want to shoot? Fine. We just leave you the key, you settle. So that was how we felt. We're totally comfortable with PLB. Yeah.
You're gonna have a good eye full of antiques. If you love antiques, I think you appreciate a lot of things right here.
And when after the video, was there any challenges with the video?
I think the video was quite well received. A lot of people were impressed, of course, with the interior renovation of the house. We need to highlight the freehold status of this inter terrace, very near to the Kovan MRT. We just needed to solve a few key things in terms of perception. Number one is that renovation design can be changed in terms of paintwork, color tonality, carpentry also. Most importantly is that we want to highlight to the audience that you are really buying the location, and then this inter-terrace, basically you don't need to do any more A&E and stuff like that. Yeah. So that was our key positioning lah. Yeah. I think we also want to make the video fun. Yeah, so we'll build our entertainment factor, playing around with all Mr. and Mrs Chiang's antique furniture. Also, it was quite fun lah.
Lucky never break anything. When after the video was made, where were y'all both when y'all viewed the video?
Our usual routine. So usually we still, although our girls are quite old already, but we still make the habit to sleep with them, as in make them go to bed. When they really fall asleep, then we come down and enjoy our personal time. So that's where we started to watch the YouTubes and all this stuff.
Okay, and were y'all pleased with the video?
Of course.
Wow, extremely.
It's like, wow, my house very nice.
You remember Mr. Chiang was saying that they watched many times. So during the viewing, we also played the video.
I still remember one thing about what he's looking out for when he watched our video is the timing of the video. So of course it's proud to have a long video, means you have a lot to showcase, right? So that's one thing that he's looking out for. 70 minutes, I think it beats the previous video.
I remember Mr. Chiang texted me.
One of the longest.
The video is the record breaking one.
Did any of your friends, when they first view it, they got say anything about your home?
Oh yeah, during Chinese New Year, I actually showed all my guests, all my relatives. They were very impressed. Hey, your house, I didn't know your house looked so nice.
Yeah, in your house, watching your house.
So after the video was posted, there was some interest. Maybe y'all can explain a little more on how were the viewings conducted.
Yeah. How many viewings in total, roughly?
I think close to about 30 viewings.
Over 3 months.
Over,
Less than
2
that.
months.
2 months. 2 months,
I think 2 months.
managed to secure, right? Okay.
So our video came, I think, slightly 1 or 2 weeks later after the portal's launch.
Yep.
So the video actually captured a lot of the audience after when the video was launched. So we have about close to 30, and one of the buyers was a young couple that actually bought it.
So one thing I'm particularly impressed by Eunice and the team is that they actually prepared the house very well. She actually bought air freshener, a scented candle, to make sure that the house not just look nice, but smell nice as well.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a 4D experience. That's 4D experience. 4D
It's
experience. 5D experience.
You can feel as well.
Yeah. So that was something that's very impressive.
There's something unique about clients. They really entrust their whole house with their agent. But I want to show my house because it's my house, so there's a certain pride. It's better for the agent to show, right?
Usually I feel the agent showing the house will be better, of course, because if it's owner showing the place will be more, they will feel a bit more biased saying that all the good things about the house. But of course, all house has some pros and cons that we want to highlight in the house itself before the buyer leaves. So in order to actually answer to their obstacles, give them solutions during the viewing.
Melvin, what's your take?
We also realized that through the years, right, when owners are not at home, there's 2 new effects that were being observed. Number one is that the viewings became longer because buyers were more comfortable to see the home. Then buyers also can ask questions inside the home. Yeah, because the usual route that a home buyer would take is that over a weekend they will arrange like 4 to 6 viewings at one shot. Yeah, actually want to retain them. The longer the better. Yeah.
So it was closed, the house was sold in 2 months.
About 2 months,
What did they like about the house?
I think it's a space because it was like their first home, I guess. It's a space that they're buying, and also the location, as what Melvin had mentioned. It's very close to amenities, food. Like I think Mr. Chiang was sharing with me like what they have here for the food. Like oven, you have your shop grocery, everything is there. So it's very convenient and it's a good location that the buyer has got.
We did have a few chance to speak with the new buyer. So I think one thing that they actually love about our house is the outside, the pond and the plantation, the greeneries.
The landscape.
So that's what that captures them as well.
If you had 1 or 2 things to say for new homeowners that are moving from condo to landed, what would be your advice?
I think landed for me is the choice for me because of the space. Especially if you have kids, growing kids, landed is a way to go for me.
I think for me, the advice would be actually it all depends on why they want to land it. So it's very important. If let's say they just want a bigger space, maybe and it also depends on whether price is a concern, whether they have constraints. So it makes a difference to the choice of the house, whether it's freehold, landed, or are they going to stay for a short stint? Are they going to put it as an investment, which actually for us most of the time is also investment. We look at the potential of the property in that landed, whether it will increase over time in terms of the exponential increase. So it really depends. It's very hard to give an advice like that. It really depends on what the buyer wants. Yeah, the needs. Yeah.
Maybe Melvin and Eunice, you have anything else to share? Maybe parting words or what? Not like you're not going to meet again lah.
No, Eunice.
We are very grateful that Mr. and Mr. Chiang were to engage PLB.
Yeah, and I think what we really appreciate is I think Mr. and Mrs. Chiang really treat us as partners. Yeah, there's a lot of very open communication. We always text each other and then we just feedback. You know, it's like really like partners. Like how can we make this project successful?
I think also good that Mr. Chiang also highlight to us what are the things that in the house, which is also as what you mentioned, a partnership. You can actually give us more information.
When I was talking to Eunice, her response is usually super fast one. 24/7. Almost 24/7.
Yeah,
Almost.
He texts you usually during a night.
Sometimes midnight, past midnight. She will still respond.
It's a chatbot actually. Yeah.
One last question for you, Mr. and Mrs. Chiang. Your whole house, right? Which is the most expensive antique?
Probably the cabinet over there.
Okay.
It is close to 200 years old.
Whoa.
Yeah. So yeah.
Share with us more. 200 years old from where?
The origin I think is from China, Beijing. The cost of this furniture I think is about 5 digit as well.
Wow. So anyway, thanks everyone for coming down for this session. Once again, you're with Gary Jonas Lim from PropertyLimBrothers. Take care.